27th, 1978.
Yes, sir.
And for how long have you known him?
According to Dan, it goes back to the days when we attended St. Elizabeth's Grammar School together. We went to different schools. One day out of the blue, he comes up to me, the Jackson Blinken, spikes over shoulders, grab a hand, asks if he can play on my team. I tell him, it's the police team. He says that he's a new recruit at Northern Station, wants to play on the police softball team. Since that day, Dan White and I have been very good friends.
You knew him fairly well, that's fair.
As well as I knew anybody, at least I believe.
Can you tell me, when you first saw him on November 27th, 1978, how did he appear physically to you?
That,
Knowing with regards to the shooting of Mayor Moscone and Tucker Miller, knowing him as you did, is he the type of man that is capable of premeditatedly and deliberately shooting two persons?
Objections. Calling for opinion and conclusion.
Sustained.
Knowing him as you do, is there anything that you've ever seen in his past that would lead you to believe he was capable of cold-bloodedly shooting two persons?
Same objection.
Sustained.
Your Honor, at this point, I anticipated that there might be some argument with regard to opinions, not only to Inspector Calzone, but with a number of other witnesses I intend to call, and accordingly have prepared a memorandum with what I believe to be the appropriate law.
I have no quarrel with your authorities, but I think the form of the questions you asked is objectionable.
The questions were asked to bring out an opinion on the state of mind, and I believe if a layperson is an intimate acquaintance, he surely can hazard such an opinion. I believe Inspector Calzone, as a police officer, has an opinion.
Just get the facts from this witness. I will let you get those facts, whatever they are.
All right, let's try it. Inspector Calzone, you mentioned that you were quite familiar with Dan White. Is there anything that you could tell me about his character as to the man that you knew prior to November 27th, 1958?
Objections being relevant and vague.
Overruled. Do you understand the question?
I do basically, Your Honor.
All right, you may answer it.
Your Honor, character for what?
Overruled. You may answer.
The Dan White that I knew prior to Monday, November 27th, 1978, was a man who seemed to accept the pressure. And to see that the greater the pressure Dan was put under, the more enjoyment he had exceeding what he was trying to do. Examples would be in his sports life that I can relate to. The first time in the history of the state of California, there was a police softball tournament held in 1971. And the San Francisco Police Department entered along with other major departments, Los Angeles included. And Dan White was not only named on the All-Star team at the end of the tournament, but named the most valuable player. He was just outstanding in those pressure situations when men would be on base, clutch hit was needed. Another example of Dan White's attitude towards pressure is that when he decided to run for District 8 Supervisor seat, and I still vividly remember the morning he walked into the homicide detail and sat down, announced that he was going to run for the supervisor seat. I said, how are you going to do it, Dan? Are you going to go out there and win this election? Nobody's had a damn in life. And he said, how do you do it when people want to be done? When you knock on their doors, go inside, shake their hands, let them know what their rights are. And he said, Dan White is going to represent them. There will be a voice in City Hall. You watch, he said. I'll make it.
Given these things that you mentioned about Dan White, is there anything in his past that would lead you to believe he is capable of cold-bloodedly shooting someone?
Objection. Relevant.
Overruled.
Ladies and gentlemen, for the record.
Overruled.
Thank you, Judge. It's irrelevant and it calls for his opinion and speculation.
Overruled. You may answer.
I'm aware. I'm hesitating only because there was something that I saw in Dan White's character that day that hadn't quite become relevant to me until I was assigned this case. Tendency to run occasionally through situations. Of course, he wanted to be helpful to people, and yet simultaneously he wanted to run away from them. That didn't make sense to me. Otherwise, to me, Dan White was an exemplary individual, a man that I was proud to know and proud to be associated with.
Do you think he cracked? Do you think there was something wrong with him on November 27th, 1978?
Objection is calling for an opinion and speculation.
Sustained.
Nothing further. Mr. Falzone, I have one last question. Did you ever see him act out of revenge the whole time he was there?
Objection calls for speculation.
No, overruled. And this is as to his observations and contacts. Overruled.
The only time Dan White could have acted out in revenge was when he took the opposite decision and acted himself by quitting the San Francisco Police Department.
Nothing further. Thank you, sir.
Inspector Falzone, you would regard yourself as a close friend of Mr. Daniel White, would you?
Yes, sir.
You regard yourself as a very close friend of Mr. Daniel White?
I regard myself as a close friend of yours, if that can relate to my closeness with Mr. Dan White.
Of course, you haven't known me as long as you've known Mr. Daniel White, have you, Inspector?
Just about the same length of time, Counsel.
Inspector Falzone would like to express some shock at these tragedies. Would you subscribe to the proposition that there is a first time for everything?
I think it's obvious